we get our rice, put it in water, then after we leave it for 48 hours. But we should leave it open so that you can attract the bacteria we want. So after 48 hours, we have our bacteria. But what will it feed on? So we get maize bran. This maize bran is what they'll feed on, and it gives them energy. So after giving maize bran to our solution, we shall keep it for 24 hours. After 24 hours, we're going to add milk.
We rear snails, and we purposely rear them for slime. They provide us with slime, which we use to make this body cream you see here.
So microbes are bacteria that are found in the soil, and these soil microbes can be found on leaves under trees around you. They may be in your compound, in a forest, or anywhere. So those leaves that are underground, those leaves that are down, they contain soil microbes. Now, for example, this tree here, it has the leaves and they dry and they fall down and they become like. It's not luck, it's what we prove. We are the success theory, we rise as one. Under one mission, our work begun.
My name is Kea Elizabeth and I'm in grade 7. So I like this school because it taught me a lot. I came down, but now I know how to farm. I know how to take care of animals, and I learned very many different sports. So I'm really thanking this school for what it has done for me. It has been there ever since I entered the school.
Hello everyone, my name is Gina Precious Simoli. I'm in grade 7 and I'm going to take you through what I learned at MST Junior School. Before I start, I want to tell you MST, what it is in full. It's mathematics, science and technology. What I love from this school, there are many activities we carry out. We have farming, we have basketball tournaments, we have math contests. I love MST so much. And MST, it's a very good school because when I joined this school, I never knew anything. I was scared of animals, but MST has changed me and it has given me the courage to touch animals. I was scared of chicken, but now I can catch it with all my hands. That's why I love MST. Thank you.
We have P7 members and P6, a P6 member here who is going to be taking us through the process of growing snails and then as we lead to how they make the cream. So guys, welcome. Welcome to Success Theory. I don't know if they can see you or how we should stand, but just tell us your name and what you're doing here. So this is our P6 member at MST Junior School. She's going to introduce herself and tell us what she's doing here. Yeah. What's your name and tell us more about this snail farming? Speak louder.
Hi, my name is Mwenyeji Antonia Baraita. This is MST Snails Farm. Here we rear garden snails, and as you see them, their eggs hatch between 10 to 14 days. Then normal snails' eggs will hatch between 10 to 30 days. Here we rear garden snails, as I've told you, and we get them from the environment. Now, like me, I'm a day scholar. I got it from home and brought it here because we rear snails here at MST Junior School, and they have many importances as my friends are going to tell you.
Let's see the snail. Can we see the snail? Can you touch it and show us? Okay, so
We rear snails, and we purposely rear them for slime. They provide us with slime, which we use to make this body cream you see here.
about the snail and what you do in this snail farm.
Hello everyone, my name is Bonde and in the snail farm, I'm going to teach you about the shelter. So this shelter is the best because this shelter protects the snails 100%. So as you see, we put banana fibers and some banana leaves because we want them to keep the snails. And also we put some water here for the snails to take. And in this shelter is like the thing with a snail. We have to put the food here. Yes. Let me hand over my colleague to talk.
So today I'm going to be talking.
Tell us your name and your class.
My name is Dumkuse Etho. I'm in grade 7, and I'm going to be talking about the food that the snails eat. They mainly eat green leafy vegetables like lettuce, collards, and sweet potato leaves, and also like here in MST, we make sure like there is natural vegetation so that the snails feel at home. And we also give them maize bran. This maize bran has calcium that helps to strengthen the snail shells. Then we also give them fruits like watermelon that help them be healthy. And snails also feed at night because they like the temperatures are cool. Because during the day the temperatures are so high and they don't feel comfortable. So they usually are like in their shells. Like right now they're all in their shells. But then like at night, that's when they come out and eat. Thank you.
So where are we? And
So we're in our science laboratory,
okay.
Where we do a lot of practicals, right from P1 up to P7. So every child in this school, P1 to P7, comes in the lab, depending again on the age and what they do. Some come once a week, others come twice a week or 3 times a week, or depending even on which project they have. They could be doing some projects every other day. We make liquid soap, we make fertilizers, we make the cream, we make chalk. Yeah, so we never buy chalk. We make our own chalk. So
You have MST Junior Chalk.
yes.
Wait, this is big.
We do some farming processing like with this, but at the same time we also do chemistry, not really chemistry, but things they will understand in their science. Some chemical reactions, some, lighting if it comes to physics, whatever it is, whatever they study, the issue is to be practical, so that they understand.
Okay, that makes sense because there's a lot of practical things that go on here. I mean, I remember back then in our schools then, we would study. By the time you come out, you actually have lost it because you have not been practicing. But then I also realized that most of the activities here, the kids are able to make money. What is the importance of the children understanding value creation before they turn 15? What is that?
Oh yeah, remember I said MSc teaches the 3 things every African should know: time management, value of money, and the culture of saving. At the end of the day, when we finish school, remember when we were growing up, this is what they used to tell us.
Yeah.
You study hard, get a good job, and you get money. Now, the jobs are literally almost not there.
Yeah.
Okay? So what does it mean? We need to make sure that these children think outside the box, can actually fend for themselves irrespective. They can actually look at something and say, oh, I think I can make money. That is the most important.
So you're changing the system and you're creating job creators rather than job takers.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. And one, you may wonder, why a science laboratory? In primary, we say science without practicals is like fish without water, swimming without water. So it's very important for us that the learners here are exposed. It's all about exposure, touching, feeling, innovation, all that.
Okay, so can we see what the students are doing so far?
Yeah, we could start with the people making snails.
So we're here in the laboratory and we have some of the students at MST Junior School. What's your name, what's your class, and what are you going to show us here? So can you explain for us?
Hello everyone, my name is Gina Precious Smalley. I'm in grade 7 and I'm going to take you through lactic acid bacteria. So I'm going to first take you through how we make it. So we get our rice, put it in water, then after we leave it for 48 hours, but we should leave it open so that you can attract the bacteria we want. So after 48 hours, we have our bacteria ready, but what will it feed on? So we get maize bran. This maize bran is what they'll feed on. and it gives them energy. So after giving maize bran to our solution, we shall keep it for 24 hours. After 24 hours, we're going to add milk. After adding milk, we can put it in the fridge, but the degrees we should use is 16 degrees. And also, if you can't manage this in the fridge, you can get molasses. These are our molasses. They can also be used for preservation.
And what are molasses?
Molasses, it's obtained from sugarcane.
Oh, okay.
But if you don't have molasses and you can't get somewhere you can get molasses, you can melt brown sugar.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So after making our lactic acid bacteria, let me take you through the uses. It helps in soil amendment. It also helps in ammonification. Ammonification is a turning of nitrogen into ammonia. So it can also be used to make yogurt. Yes. And it's also used to suppress bad smell in an animal house.
Okay. And that's all?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Well done. Wait. Now we are at the slime extraction station here at MST Junior School. These kids are doing wonders. Tell us about yourself, your name, your class, and what you're going to do, what you're going to show us here.
Yes, my name is Sentong Abraham Lincoln. I'm in grade 7 and I study from MST Junior School. So here at MST Junior School, we rear snails. And we purposely rear them for slime. They provide us with slime, which we use to make this body cream you see here. Yes. So you have to care for the snails. So we feed them, we clean their habitat, and then we also mind their body temperatures. Yes. So here at MST Junior School, we extract the slime from the snails. We use citric acid. We dilute it with water. Then after, we use a dropper. Get drops and you put on the snail. So I'm going to extract the slime from the snail here. So you have to make sure the snail is clean.
You washed it?
Yes, you get it from the habitat, then you clean it.
Okay.
So after cleaning it, you have to get water, which you're going to use to dilute the citric acid. Yes. So we put the citric acid in water. Then after we stir thoroughly for the citric acid to dissolve. So after the citric acid solution dissolving, you get your dropper, then you get the solution. Then after you get your snail, and you put citric acid on its body. So after that, the slime will start producing slime. So the citric acid helps us to stimulate the snail to produce their slime. So you can put the snail in a beaker such that it produces the slime, and the slime is collected in the beaker. But if you don't have the ability to extract and make the cream, so if you don't have the ability to extract the slime and make the cream, you can get the snail, put it on your skin. Then after 30 minutes, you can remove the snail.
So tell us the importances of the slime and...
Yes, the slime is anti-aging. Yes, it's anti-aging. It keeps the skin firm. It's reducing.
And the creams, how do you make the creams?
Yes, we get the snail slime.
Okay.
Add in shea butter and almond oil. Yes, then we pack.
And how much are you selling this?
Yes, the tin of cream is at 15,000.
10,000. Guys, we have our next guest from MST Junior School. He's going to tell us something personally I don't understand, but he's going to be explaining in detail. So introduce yourself and tell us why are we here.
Hello everyone, my name is Serembashon Peter. I am in grade 7 here at MST Junior School. I'm going to be taking you through soil microbes. Soil microbes are bacteria that are found in the soil. And these soil microbes can be found on leaves under trees around you. They may be in your compound, in a forest, or anywhere. So those leaves that are underground, those leaves that are down, they contain soil microbes. Now, for example, this tree here, it has the leaves and they dry and they fall down and they become like this. So as you can see, this leaf is just normal, and these leaves, they are just normal and maybe they are just dried up. But as you see, when these leaves fall down, they get in contact with the soil microbes, and the soil microbes go on these leaves. But those soil microbes are inactive. Reason being, the leaf has to come in contact with water for the soil microbes to be active. Now, to show you the soil microbes that are active, we have such leaves like this. These leaves, they are a bit white, and that white substance is called a mold. This is a substance that contains the soil microbes, and these soil microbes, they are active because they came in contact with water. That's why this leaf was different from the other one, which was dry. This one came in contact with water and the microbes became active. So we have to collect our soil microbes, and after collecting, we're going to take them to the lab for more processes. After collecting your leaves with the soil microbes, as you can see here, we are now going to make them more active and multiply. And this is the process that we have to go through. We are going to get our maize bran, which is here, and you also need molasses, which are this substance here. Then you're going to get a bucket and you're going to put in your leaves. And when you put in your leaves, you're going to add in the maize bran to give them proteins, and you add in molasses to give them carbohydrates, that is the energy, to give the microbes energy. And then finally you add water. When you add water, cover the bucket and make sure it's airtight, meaning that no air should come in and no air should move out of the bucket. And you keep that substance for 30 days, that is around a month. And when you keep that substance, you obtain the liquid and you separate it, and this is what you end up with. These are also soil microbes, but these ones are in liquid form. These ones, they were in solid, they were in the molds, but then we obtained the ones in liquid form.
So can you tell us the importance of this liquid?
This liquid enables us to break down cow dung, as I was going to show you here. So here in these two containers, we have dung. This is dung and this is also dung. But this is fresh dung. And this one is the outcome when you use the soil microbes on this dung. When you get this fresh dung,
when you use the soil microbes,
yes,
on this dung,
yes, it becomes this.
Wow.
Yes. Now, there are very many farmers who have animals and plants, and they just get cows. They see they have got a lot of dung, and they get this kind of dung and take it straight to the garden. That is not the right thing to do, because this dung has a lot of nitrogen. And that nitrogen burns the roots of the plant. So instead of your plant growing, your plant will end up dying. So what you should do, you get your dung, your fresh dung, and you're going to get your mixture of the soil microbes, which is here. Then you're going to have to mix this one with some water, and you spray on the dung.
Okay, you spray like little, like in a spray bottle. You don't pour.
You don't pour. You spray with there's a knapsack sprayer.
Okay.
The ones that they use to spray normally.
Okay.
So you get a knapsack sprayer.
Okay.
You get that sprayer and then you spray on the dung. When you spray, you keep the dung for 15 days. Make sure it's not exposed to sun, it's not exposed to rain. And when you keep it for 15 days, there are 3 processes that are happening in this dung as you're waiting. We have ammonification. Ammonification is a process by which the nitrogen in the dung is converted into ammonia. Then we have nitrification. That's a process where the nitrates in the dung are converted into nitrates. Then lastly, mineralization. This is a process where the organic manure is converted into inorganic manure. This means the organic manure, which is this one, is converted into the inorganic.
Yeah.
Now the meaning of organic and inorganic, this dung has nutrients, which is true, but it does not have all the nutrients that a plant needs readily available. That's why when they are converted into this inorganic dung, all the nutrients that a plant needs are available and they are within this dung. That's what we mean by inorganic manure. Then after your 15 days, your dung will look like this, and it will be like this. It will be light. It will be maybe.
So this is only cow dung. There's no soil inside here.
There's no soil. This is all cow dung because the microbes broke down this fresh one. Yes, and then they turned it into this. Now this is the right thing that you should be taking to your garden, because it doesn't have a lot of nitrogen that will burn your roots. It has all the nutrients that the plant needs, unlike the fresh dung. And that is how you use the soil microbes.
Thank you so much. It was such an honor having you. Wow.
Hi, my name is Bunja Jessica Zito Solomon, and I'm going to teach you about digital farming. Digital farming does not require you to go in the garden. You can do all your farming on a computer. And why I prefer most farmers to do digital farming, it can actually help you know the project you might start. Like here, I'm researching about snail farming. And in snail farming, I'm researching about the houses and how these structures have to be. Yes, that's what I have for you.
Hello, my name is Umade Nicholas, and this is MST. In MST, we do something called digital farming. Digital farming is a type of farming where I can use this computer to make things in the farm easier. For example, here I'm searching about the feeding of pigs in pigs. Now here I can know the feed, the amount of food, the type of food to give them, and like the time when I should give them the food, the feeds. And also another thing we do here in MST is ICDL. In ICDL, there is a website called Skillsbox where we find our modules. The modules, for example, this is Computer Essentials, which in Computer Essentials, it's like a module that teaches you like the basics of computers. This module helps us understand everything from the keyboard to the monitor, everything about that. So me as a child, me to learn this, because nowadays almost everything is connected to technology. So me learning this is giving me more opportunities to do better things. So that's why learning this is a very good choice.
Hello everyone, my name is Eileen Sache Elizabeth and I'm in MST Junior School in grade 7. So here at MST Junior School, we can also, in farming, we can use our computers to do farming, like digital farming. So here, I am studying about mushrooms, the way different farmers in Uganda grow their types of mushrooms, like here we have garoma and other types of mushrooms. There are others here who use polythenes in structures and the different ways of packing their mushrooms when they are exporting them to other parts of the world. Except from digital farming, we have Skillsbox where we can go and learn ICDL from. And in Skillsbox, we can learn about cybersecurity. In cybersecurity, we learn not to leave our accounts unattended to and not leaving accounts signed out before closing the gadgets. Thank you.
My name is Moanika Jasmine. I'm going to take you through digital farming using the internet. So here we have national life resources research, and we can make many things out of organic from the farm. Like we can use cow dung to make some things like liquid soap, hand wash, shampoos, and many others. We also, here at MST, we also learn about teamwork, where we can work together with our friends online. Thank you.